Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ukakwadash.
A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And we come another week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and to proclaim the downfall of this country, this wicked kingdom in which you call America, as the Bible calls it Babylon the Great, or the virgin daughter of Babylon, a modern day Nineveh, modern day spiritually Sodom and Egypt, to tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who consist of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, that the Lord is coming back to save a remnant, 144,000 and 1/3. So 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes, in that multitude, man. Understanding that the times that we're in, this is now the time to what? As the scriptures say, now is the high time to awake out of sleep, man. Because prophecies are happening. The rest of the world is partying, the rest of America is partying and worried about the Super Bowl when you have turmoil and rumors of wars happening everywhere in the world, man. You have Russia on the borders of Ukraine, man, which means what? The drums of war are beating, and that's the time, and this is really the time of the seasons, man. See, before trouble always happens, the Roman Empire always had bread and circuses happening, so it could distract the people from the real issues, man. And nothing, as the scriptures say, nothing is new under the sun. So the same thing is happening today. You agree?
Yeah, what you just quoted.
Yep.
Romans 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Yep, it says now, knowing the time, understanding the time. How do we understand the time? How do we dictate the times that we're in? By the prophecies of the scriptures, man. The scriptures tell us that what? The testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. And that what? He showeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. So what? We judge the current state that we're in by the book, by the word.
It says the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness.
It says, let us put off the works of darkness, man. The scriptures talk about what? Before you come into the truth, you have to kill off that old man, man. Which means what? His old deeds, his ways, to what? To be a renewed creature and be washed by the word in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, because what? Wisdom dwelleth not in a malicious soul, man. Can you read the last part again?
Yeah, it says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
Right.
Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness.
Yeah, it says, let us put on the armor of light, man. And we understand when we go into the book of Ephesians, the 6th chapter, it tells us how and what pieces of armor need to be equipped, man. You know, it says what? The breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, man, feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. All of these different pieces of armor are needed for us to be able to withstand in the evil days, the scripture says, man.
It says, not in strife and envy, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
Give not occasion unto the flesh, because what? We understand what? That battle, that eternal battle, as the scripture speaks, is between the spirit and the flesh, man. Meaning what? The carnality and the spirit. You know, because what? Your body, as Apostle Paul said, he said, that which I hate, that do I, man. He understood the eternal battle within yourself, was conquering your temptations, man. Conquering the lust that you have in order to make sure that you're a clean vessel, unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Because that's ultimately what it's about, man. And the times that we're coming into, when we go into Romans, the scriptures tell us that he made vessels unto honor and vessels unto dishonor, right? So these same vessels unto honor are the same ones that they're tending unto the spirit and not giving in unto the carnal, man, and giving in to the flesh. While the vessels of dishonor are the ones that are completely wrapped inside the image of the beast, and are doing what? They don't care. However they feel, that's what they do.
You know, if I may add, you know, because we read it from the epistle to the church of Rome.
Yep.
Put yourself back into that time when Apostle Paul was in the ministry. We dealing with the Roman Empire. This was before, you know, it received that deadly wound. Before it went into exile. Yeah. This is when they was at the prime of their empire.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of Roman festivities, a lot of Roman customs, And Jake was just sewn up in that shit, man.
Kind.
Jake was getting caught up in worshiping the Roman gods and idols, you know, worshiping Dionysus or what's the Roman one? Bacchus. Which is the god of grapes or the god of wine. They was doing all that, man. Getting involved in licentiousness, you know, sexual practices, whether it be revelries, which is better known as orgies. They was doing all that shit back in ancient Rome. They was involved in that, as well as you had the bread and circuses like the brother mentioned. You know, where you had, you know, the Edomites, they formed the Colosseums, where they had the gladiators, you know, involved in the Olympics and the sports and entertainment. And the aristocrats of society, they got the ringside seats, like they do today. When they get front seats courtside at the court, or Super Bowl. So you already know it's gonna be some prominent dudes sitting in the front, down at the bottom, on the sideline and shit. So, like the brother quoted, there's no new thing under the sun.
It can. And to land back off what you're saying as well, hey, when you watch these older shows, like they put in the time period of like the Romans, the Grecians. For example, we always bring up the Last Kingdom. It shows you exactly the mind state of these people back then. You just have to understand that it was Jake dwelling within these same lands that Edom was ruling. Hey, that's today, man. You know, so Jake.
Under a Gentile mind state.
Exactly.
That's where you get the Gentiles in the New Testament.
Yep.
You're Israelites in a Gentile mind state, being succumb under these other philosophies. The Romans, the Greeks, Babylonians.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up that word from verse 13, Romans 13 and 13. The word rioting, and the Greek word for rioting is komos, and it says in the definition, reveling, a carousal. And then down here it says, a nocturnal and riotous procession of half-drunken and frolicsome fellows who after supper parade through the streets with torches and music in honor of Bacchus or some other deity, and sing and play before houses of male and female friends, hence used generally of feast and drinking parties that are protracted till late at night and indulge in revelry.
This is exactly the Super Bowl parties. You know, after the Super Bowl, what they parading? They got the parade, the Super Bowl parade, where you know the team goes in the
going
big
to Disneyland.
You know, popping the champagne and all that. People throwing beads. Well, this is exactly what the scriptures speak of. Yeah, get drunk, playing the music. Hey,
and that's another thing. We know that spirit of drunkenness is heavy in this society. People love to drink and love to get, put them spirits on.
Beyond measure. It's not just drink to you good. They want to drink till they lose control, you know, and like let the demons take over.
You heard him say it. Oh, what's the point of drinking if I'm not blacking out? Hey, that's the same spirit of the Romans. That same spirit of the Grecians. Hey, like you said, the Babylonians. Hey, man, this is the world that we're living in, man. This is what happened when the wicked rules. This is the type of world and structure that takes place, man.
That's why it says in Isaiah 60, the world is in gross darkness. Gross darkness covers the people, man. Just look at their behavior. You know what I'm saying? Just last night, you know, there was all type of, parties going on because they're looking forward to the Super Bowl. You know, I'm pretty sure y'all heard about what happened with Kodak Black. Nigga got into a scrap with some niggas and ended up getting shot, man. When he's supposed to be an Israelite, he's supposed to know that he's from the tribe of Levi, but still getting involved in nigga shit. That shows you that it doesn't matter if you know that you're an Israelite. You know, any nigga can come to acknowledgement. That don't mean a damn thing. But being an Israelite is action oriented, man. He that is a Jew inwardly, that's what counts, man. Not just one that's outwardly. Man. All right. Let me read that again, bro. Let me read verse 12 once again. It says, because I had another quick precept for you. Back in Romans 13, 13 and 12, it says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. And real quick, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 4, it says, but brethren, it's like it, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. You are all children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
The scriptures is bringing up what? That separation, man. Hey, because the scripture says what? We are holy, right? Holy unto the Lord thy power. Hey, that's separate, man. We're not in the same spirit as these modern day Babylonians, man. And that's the huge difference right there. Because what? As long as you're stuck in this, as long as you're stuck basically worshiping the image of the beast, then you have absolutely no idea of what's happening outside, man. You don't understand that pestilence is coming. You don't see that that famine, hey, is here. Hey, it's only hasn't affected you yet, but famine is here, man. You know, martial law. Hey, all these troops that's moving, they're not only moving to these outside countries, man. Hey, U.S. has made sure they have set up stations like that video. I believe it was Jake in the airport, and she was like, "Oh, this land doesn't belong into America anymore." It's basically.
I think that was a hospital.
Oh, that was a hospital?
Yeah, right, I think in Utah.
Hey, basically foreign troops are gonna come over here and they're gonna rule with rigor, man. You know, that's all by design though. But if you're not paying attention, if you're wrapped up in who's dropping the next album, if you're wrapped up in who's gonna win the Super Bowl, if that's where your mind at is at, hey, well, the scripture tells us for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. So if your eye is focused on that, hey, you're gonna be destroyed. That's it for scripture. Because there's way more important things that are gonna directly affect you, hey, than something that's gonna please your mind, man. You know, the Lord is bringing terror upon the earth. When we go into the book of Luke 12, what is it, 47, 49? It says that what? The Lord is kindling a fire, man. And what will it be? It's like the fire is sent upon the earth, and what will it be if it already be kindled, man? Meaning what?
He come to send fire.
Yeah, he come to send fire upon the earth. And what will it be if it be already kindled, man? Basically saying that what? The embers are already burning, man. All it takes is for something light to make it explode into a wildfire, man. And you people have no clue that it's about to happen. You're focused on the wrong things. And I'm not talking about everybody, talking directly and specifically to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Hey, because Esau is sending all of these things out to ultimately destroy you. He don't care about his own people, but he hates you, man. He hates you.
Let me read this last verse right here. It says, back in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 8 and 7, it says, for they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. And that's Jake. Meaning spiritually they're drunken. They still, to this day, they don't know who they are. Here it is, the prophet's been out here for decades now, and Jake's still operating like heathens. You know? We're being called out of the world right now, because this world is getting ready to pass away. The fashion of this world is getting ready to pass away. All this shit is going to be dissolved, man. Your sports and entertainment, all that shit is going to go with this world, man. Super Bowl, your favorite football team. Oh, I'm with the Bengals. Oh, no, the Rams got this. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with, you know, like, because even Apostle Paul, you could tell he kind of got into the sports, because he was using comparisons to it. Like when you read 1 Corinthians, the 9th chapter, he talks about he that runneth for race. Yeah. You know, I don't fight. I don't fight as one that beateth the air uncertainly.
We wrestle not against. You know, he was using comparison to wrestling, because you know they did that in in the Roman and Olympics and shit. You know.
Yeah. So that's not to say that you can't watch it, but if you got a little time or whatever. But Jake, they put their whole spirit of vibration into it. It becomes borderline idolatrous. No, really, it does become idolatrous.
I got a word, bro.
Because that's why at the end of the night, the Bengal fans, if the Bengals lose, they're gonna get into scraps with the Ram fans.
Okay.
You already know it's gonna be a lot of fights, brawls.